That comes
If you have
after the
enough-
press lounge, so.
You know, if you have enough, if you have enough wine, you can kind of make it revolve.
We're on.
I stand by every statement I've made.
I gotta tell you, that last JJC meeting was the second meeting in a row where nobody was called a jackhole.
That's right.
Your record.
Yeah.
Okay, we will call this meeting to order, Sunday County Commissioners, Thursday, March 9th, 2017. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Stacy, please.
Join me for the prayer. Lord, thank you for the blessings of this day and the many things that you bestow upon us. Be with us as we go about the business of conducting work for the citizens of Seneca County, and may guide us through our decisions. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Roll call. I got it right this time. Roll call.
Commissioner Kirschner?
Here.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Stacy?
Here.
Okay, I'll accept the motion to approve the digit audio video recording of the previous board session from Wednesday, February 22nd. No, was it Wednesday? Tuesday.
No, she said
Tuesday, March 7th.
Yeah, what is this? You're starting to mess me up. Tuesday, March 7th, I'm reading instead of thinking. And the written index of the meeting.
So moved.
As amended.
As amended.
As amended, yeah.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, any adjustments to the agenda? Any old business or new business?
Yeah, I'd like to touch on branding a little bit.
Okay. All right, well, let's start with that, Shane, go ahead.
So, met yesterday at SIDEC, and SIDEC, the city, chamber, and county is participating in looking at county-wide, citywide, SIDEC-wide branding effort to get some consistency in our branding. And, one of the questions is, at what level does the county want to participate? Not just the commissioners, but all of our outward-facing agencies. So, I think, my suggestion is that, our outward-facing agencies, we need to have a conversation with them to see if they would be interested in adopting some sort of common brand across multiple entities. It could be as little as, common color themes, or it could be as specific as, a hierarchy of logos with, maybe regional planning, the brand manager or something like that. So that's not decided. What they did decide is that they did find a firm that they like after vetting 20-some and then 3 finalists. So, I don't know that we need a decision now, but it's something we need to think about. It does come with a cost, not only developing the brand, but it becomes costly to implement it. And you guys have been through branding processes. There's 2 ways to do it. There's the fast way where you change everything and all the cards and every letterhead, and there's a slow way as things wear out, you replace it with the new logo. So it's food for thought at this point, but I think we need buy-in from our colleagues that are elected officials.
How quick do they need to answer from
They would-
us? Because I
They'd like to move. They'd like to
just
move.
got so many things going on. I just don't, I think we need to talk to all of the other elected officials and, hear their thoughts and input on that too. And
Well, do we have a general sense as to whether we want to participate and encourage the officials, the other elected officials to participate, or do we want to just be neutral and say, this is the proposal, do you have any interest? How?
if we participate, that's obviously some financial commitment.
Right.
And that my fear is if we don't, work to discuss it with as a group, and they choose not to, then we're spending money on something that's not happening anyway.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
I generally think branding's a good idea, and that moving us to a common brand makes a lot of sense, facing outward to people outside the county. So I think that makes a lot of sense. But we need buy-in, and doesn't make any sense.
So you wanna take charge, of contacting some elected officials, kinda getting their sense about things and,
I think that makes sense.
okay.
That way we have some
We'll
kind
talk
of.
about it again, a week from Tuesday.
Yeah, so, you know, mostly the folks who have a lot of, you know, mailings that are going out
Right.
or vehicles that might have a logo, you know,
Yeah.
those kind of things.
Okay.
So,
Any other thoughts, Commissioner Stacy?
No, I think that's good to hear the feedback.
Okay, I think the judge can give us an update on the Justice Center better than anybody. He was down there this morning.
Well, they're unloading the elevator shafts,
Yay.
and I'm in favor of branding.
okay, good, we got one.
Life and justice at a higher level. Just a
We
thought.
are still
No,
working
but I think that's a good idea.
on the Justice
They're
Center.
working, I mean, they were laying blocks yesterday and the wind was blowing at 50 miles an
I
hour.
know.
Yeah,
I couldn't look out the window. I really couldn't,
yeah.
because I
Afraid
was
afraid
afraid.
something would be coming, something's gonna go sailing.
Superman goes by.
But they're working hard. The blocks seem to be moving up. I think the weekly update, whatever the sidewalk supervisor is really pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It's really giving us a lot of information. Rest of the steel's coming in early April-ish, I think. So, we'll see actually how tall it's gonna be.
That's right. We're talking about having a topping off ceremony sometime
Mid-April, they said, yeah.
So, it's
So-
moving along. They're working hard, I can tell you that, because I watch them every day.
Good. Okay, new business. Engineer Township meeting on March the 16th, which is next Thursday.
Yep, I need to know who's going.
It will be at the fairgrounds, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got it on my calendar.
Starts at 6.
Oh,
Okay.
I will be there.
That's PM, right?
Yeah.
That's not me.
Gonna be a brief mixer before, Ron, and then,
Make sure I get the timing of that one right.
Okay, young lady, out of respect for your time, why don't we go ahead and
Go ahead.
hear what you have to say.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning.
May I approach?
Sure, absolutely. You don't need to worry about it.
I've done this so many times with so many county board commissioners. I think I can do this in my sleep, basically.
Okay, well,
Thank
let us
you,
know when you
Stacy.
wake up.
I'll let you know when I wake up. Awesome. Well, my name is Sheila Anderson, and I've been in banking for 23 years. 15 years of it have been around helping the community invest their money, so when they retire, they don't have to go back to work, but actually be able to build it where they have a nice little nest egg. So this program that I'm offering is called Membership Advantage Program. And what it is, first of all, is at no cost to the county. And the program gives the employees of the county discounted, the folder's empty.
Mine's even emptier than yours.
I thought you were giving me a summary of my investment
Wait a
portfolio.
minute.
Oh my
Shane got
gosh.
paper. Shane got the paper.
Oh, sure.
Showing favoritism here. Shane got
No, that's just wrong. Anyone else is empty?
Mine had some in it.
paper. So I was watching you to see what you
I
had.
guess it's better than
When I
being
saw you look
overdrawn.
up,
I
I
And
don't know.
Stacy has two. How about that? I apologize for
You have
that.
to make a deposit before you get it.
I thought you was gonna say, when you open an account. you
Maybe,
get
maybe,
it.
maybe I should check under the seats
You
and
gotta
see if they
pass it
all kind
before
of
you read it.
slid under. Absolutely. So the program is to help individuals with their banking services. Just another added benefit if they choose to bank with Fifth Third. They get discounts that's very similar to mine at Fifth Third. I don't pay for my checking account. I don't pay for my checks. And then also whenever I need a loan or a line of credit, I get discounted. And as well as if I want to refinance my mortgage, that's also discounted. They get a rate based on their credit score, and then just because they work here, it automatically get discounted again from that. So that's one awesome part of the program. A lot of times people do not like banks, and yes, we have experienced customers that have maybe $3,000 on their mattress. I've kind of crossed a few. And just to help educate them with that, we have a program called Express Banking for those individuals that don't want that regular traditional checking account, but just something where they can become a bank customer whenever they need any different services or whatever. We have that program as well. And it's also a second chance for individuals who probably kind of bruised a checking account before in the past. We have that program available for those with a second chance to help them build their bank credibility. Once again, my favorite part of the program is the financial education piece, and it's called Empower You. And in that packet, it highlights different educations that we do, and it goes from savings and budgeting to estate planning to retirement planning for all generations, as well as, you name it, college savings for students, as well as slashing debt. Yes, I do educate individuals how they can save more money and not give so much to the bank. And the bank do pay me to do that, so I kind of appreciate that thought. It has a little bit of Dave Ramsey in it. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Dave Ramsey. So it's not as aggressive as Dave Ramsey because it can traumatize a person, or they feel like I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But what it does is that program incorporates a little bit of Dave Ramsey that makes sense for those of us who already have debt. So we don't feel like failure is going right into the financial education piece of that. We cater to whomever needs it. I've done presentations where they ask for their spouse to attend. We kind of make it global. No offense to the guys, but a lot of the guys, 9 times out of 10, says, my wife is the one that writes the checks. Can she come to the meeting? Absolutely. Just make life easy for everyone. Also, it could be within a department for the county, or we could do it, I've done it from webinar, via telephone, just however it's easy. It's easy to cater and customize. And that's Fifth Third. Corporate social responsibility is just to help educate our community. So we won't go through that 2008 hit with our 401k and everything else again. So that's our way of investing into the community by sharing them and helping them understand everything before they sign a dotted line when they go into a bank. Anyone have any questions for me? That was a short, sweet.
All of our employees are in direct deposit right now,
Yes,
so everybody has an account
somewhere.
somewhere, yeah.
But the
So,
HSAs are automatically in.
HSA is an old for it.
Yeah, okay. I do the one of them is someplace specific.
Yep.
and the Empower You, do we schedule that with you? Is that the way that works?
Yep, you can, or if you like, the department's heads to schedule them with me. It's done a little bit both in the various counties. It's however works best for you guys.
Okay, do we have to take some action to accept this?
In order for the counties to get any of the benefits.
All you do is say yes. Yes, let's make this available for them. And then we can either roll it out either through an e-blast, or when they come into the branch, we can offer it to them and say, hey, you're a county employee. You, because of the Board of Commissioners, next time you see them, thank them. You get these special benefits to help you save money. And there's a tier that we love doing is saving and growing and investing so that they can know how to work their money. So we kind of slow down in the banking world. Not so much products and services, but we provide what they need. But what we provide them, we're asking these 2 questions. What's your short-term goal and what's your long-term goal? And then we cater everything based on that. The Empower You session, it does not matter where they bank. When we do that, it's no selling at all. So when we share that information, no matter where you are, it's just all that, the information that they need. So we do it two different ways.
And do you know if currently we have any relationships with any of the other banks?
I don't believe that we do, or where we have financial seminars, I mean.
I just stopped doing
No, that's okay. Nope, that's okay.
We have other relationships, but we don't have any where there is a specific educational opportunity out in Hawaii.
Okay. No cost to us, no contract to us.
No cost, no contract. Sheila, we love it. Sheila, either way it goes, it's a cater to your team, and however you want to roll it out. We've rolled it out where I've done all 13, and sometimes I start with HSA because a lot of people do not understand that triple tax advantage to them to have that. Whatever it is, the flavor of the hour, we educate, like a lot of people are doing their home repairs. We educate them, home refi or home equity loan, which one makes sense. We do those things so that when they're thinking through that process, they know how to get the best bang for their buck.
Well, I certainly think financial literacy is a good thing for anybody that would like to sit through it, so. But
Yes.
Is this something that maybe should fall under the wellness committee? Kind of blend from, we try to do whole health, whether it's,
Well, if we could. if we could-
financial, medical.
It would be a committee that would work through that.
Sure. I mean, it would be a good, a good tie-in because you get the people in a room anyway. So maybe there could be 2 topics. Yeah, it's a good thought.
And we do, because we live longer as we get more healthier, although I drunk a Mountain Dew on the way here, but you know, it is what it is. We live longer, so we know that our money's gonna have to stretch longer as well. So sometimes we do embed it with the health wellness program also.
So when you give them the brochures, they will have all the attachments in
Oh
them?
gosh, they'll have,
I just wanted to make sure.
definitely, they will have an empowerment plan of their own with the homework assignment that they take home and actually work it with, you know, themselves or their significant other. And then I'll have a PowerPoint projector so they can see everything. I'll even bring goodies and prizes. How about that?
Wow.
I know.
This sounds like a lot of CRA
I-
place to be.
Sorry, I did a lean for you guys, but they will get the VIP treatment to make it. And based on what time it is, it'll either be fruit and vegetables, or it'll be bottled water or granola bars or whatever. So there'll be a particular snack as well on location. It's a link in,
Well, our
especially if you do
auditor doesn't
wellness.
allow us to do that when we have meetings, so.
I think I was invited to this meeting.
Sorry, we're on the schedule 11:15, so Mike started it a little early.
There you
So that's-
go. There you go.
This is where we were at, so sorry, Julie.
Yeah.
Need to do that.
So we don't have to have an exclusive relationship with you, and we're certainly not in a position to recommend any accounts to
No.
any of our employees,
Nope.
nor endorse any bank.
Absolutely.
So that's very clear with us, and so there may be a parade of other bankers following you, as you know, to offer discounts, which is fine, because it's something that doesn't cost us anything, and it could be a benefit to our employees. I do like the education piece as well. So
Awesome.
I would say we adopt.
Invite you
Invite.
to come and.
Yeah, offer the benefit.
To offer the benefit to our employees.
Yeah.
And one thing I do as well is educate myself on the team, because I'm Great Lakes, in regards to the various banks in the community. So if they let me know if they're with a particular bank, I'm actually can help them, guide them through whatever. So when I say empower you, it's not even a sell thing. It's so that they know how to have that conversation with their personal banker. Yeah.
Good. That's Julie's job.
Oh, that's Julie's job.
She's our personal banker.
She is.
When we add a benefit of such, you know, if we say that, hey, this, by the way, there is a benefit as a county employee at Fifth Bank, go to the branch or whatever. Julie, do you typically send something out on the payroll sheets or something? How do we let the employees know? Or is it just e-blast to departments
A
or?
communication piece to employees, letting them know of a new product or service that's available. Yeah, we typically include it with payroll, and then it's up to the department heads. We can approach it one of two ways. We can either put it on the back of their pay stub, a copy of whatever the
makes
communication
sense.
is, or send it to the department head for them to distribute.
Okay. Perfect, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll follow up with Stacy.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
And if you got a folder you want to.
Well, she's not
She
perfect.
is our auditor and, yeah.
Absolutely. Do you have a business card?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
any other,
I can find you on the website. Okay.
any other new business? Let's get to supplemental appropriations. I guess.
Okay. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriations to the general fund. This is putting $1,000 into advertising. We do know we've got some other projects coming in that we need to advertise for, so we better put a little bit of extra in. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriations to the general fund. This is a result of the museum meeting the other day. They had a budget worked out, and so I sat down with them at our meeting the other day and gone over, you know, the county's version, how our accounts were compared to how they were naming theirs. So this is how we come up with. Putting $500 into supplies, which they already currently have $1,000. We did that at the beginning of the year to get them going. $1,500 in repairs, $2,600 in contract services, $500 into travel, $1,500 for advertising, $400 for other expense, total $7,000. And because we already put the $1,000 in prior, that is the $8,000. The $4,000 is coming from the Historical Society, and $4,000 is coming from the Deinzer Foundation. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriations to the Joint Justice Center Fund. This is rolling some of the contracts over, not putting any more general fund in there. It's just reappropriating $1,190,000.
And is the press clear on that it's not new money, that it's not an overage, it's just
Reappropriating.
reappropriating.
Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah, okay, I just wanna make sure because, as John Q. Citizen, we
Yeah,
don't necessarily understand what a supplemental appropriation means.
Right.
makes
So-
sense.
Huh?
Yeah. It's that financial literacy piece, right? Sign up for the class.
Yep. I have a supplemental permanent appropriation to the general fund. This is putting $54,000 into equipment. This is for the Board of Elections. They did have a meeting yesterday, so I talked to Jim Erman this morning. They decided on which one they were going for. He did also include a purchase order to get those going. So he needed the additional $54,000, which he said has been turned around within a week. They've been coming back pretty quick on their match money. Resolution approving the recommendation of the Tax Incentive Review Council's findings regarding the enterprise zone, community reinvestment area tax abatements for companies located in Seneca County for tax year 16. Let's see, the only one on this is the VH1 properties, continue abatement. I have a resolution authorizing the road use maintenance agreement with Kinder Morgan Pipeline LLC on behalf of Seneca County Engineer, Thompson and Adams Township, pending approval of those townships.
That's the same road use agreement that they use for all the townships,
Yep.
right?
Yep. I have a resolution amending the granting of the vacation abandonment for Reserve C Public Road Township Road 1200. I know, Nikki, you talked to them. They changed this why. They wanted the wording Driftwood Drive removed.
Yeah, and that
From our-
Township Road 1200 put in there.
Okay. We call it Driftwood Drive. We call it Township Road 1200. So that was the only change in that. And that's all the resolutions I have.
Okay,
Someone has a question?
pardon me?
Julie.
Yeah,
Do we know what companies or users are going to be pushing through these pipelines? I mean, we know Kinder Morgan, Rover, we had Sunoco come in, and they're already established, but under what name are they pumping through? Do we know?
I
I
don't
mean, the
know.
product they're pumping through?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
because I was just on a phone call with the state of Ohio about this. And this is really premature, so bear with me. But, the big question I get, and I'm sure you folks get out when you're talking to taxpayers, how much tax dollars are gonna be generated through these pipelines? And just real quickly, and I literally just got off the phone with him, the state said, well, it depends on what's being pumped through, whether you even get any tax dollars with me taxing them as a public utility on real estate. So I'm just curious if
What would be the
anybody really
mechanism for
knows.
taxing? Would it be
Real estate.
the real estate value?
Well,
Or the-
these are, since it's a public utility, all of those reports are sent to the State of Ohio Department of Taxation, and then they certify the information, and then they send me back the value. So as an auditor, I don't value those.
Assets?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all through the State of Ohio.
So it's taxed as real estate, not as,
They get a real estate tax bill, but it's taxed at,
Value of the product, I think.
right, but I don't know what product
Right,
is
you know,
being
well, all I can say,
through
all I
these
can say-
lines.
They made a lot of promises about dollar amounts, especially up in Republic area.
Yeah, I think we saw one report like 11 million or
Yeah.
something that count, and
Yeah, I got
several.
questioned twice yesterday. Got
Yeah,
got
so
a list
did
of
I.
things to call you about.
Topic, yeah.
So if you've got a minute.
Well,
put it
let
on here.
let us try to pin a couple of them down for more specifics, because I don't think anybody knows the answer to the question. I just assumed it didn't matter what product. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
Me too, today, from the
Yeah.
state. So he's calling me back, so hopefully I can get more information or a list that I can share as to what's taxed and what's not. But historically, it seems like when these companies, they submit a value or whatever report they have to do with the state, and this is what fellow auditors have commented, as soon as that first cubic foot is pushed through, they appeal the value.
Yeah, the comment that I get is, what's the county gonna do with all the extra money they get? And my answer to them is, I don't think the county's getting a dime, it's going to the school
Right.
districts and other kind of things,
Because
so.
I was researching Sunoco, which is the pipeline that ran along 224, and I can't identify what company or name or anything like that, and I'm not seeing any revenue from that particular line right now. Now, maybe it's a timing issue when they got into production, but I can't identify it.
Great
Yeah, it should be a
question.
variety of, too, right? I mean, if they're pushing stuff
Sure,
across
if there's
state.
several different companies involved, we could.
Rover's natural gas, though, right?
That's what I understand from the fracking.
That's what you're
Yeah.
supposed to sign.
So if anybody gets anything on that, let me know, because I'm working with the state right now trying to identify.
Yeah, I
We
think,
can't be
What
alone
kind
on
of-
this. We
Yeah.
can't be alone on this issue.
I've got other counties asking me.
Yeah.
So I think we're all in the same boat.
I got the questions that the landowner asked me that I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
So I told him I'd get a hold of you today, so.
we probably need to do some research to really get.
I just don't want anybody to be blindsided, because I was taken by surprise this
Yeah.
morning in my conversation with the state.
I mean, the most serious discussion we had was up in, what township was that we read about the wind farms and stuff?
Scipio Reed?
Well, we were in Scipio, yeah.
Scipio, that's, yeah, I mean, there was a
Or
lot
Reed.
of opposition too, so it's good to have some facts to be able
It was
to
Reed.
refute that. You know, they say there isn't any money being generated, well, they may be right or they may be wrong, I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Motion to accept.
Good, thank you.
Second,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Stacy?
yes.
Commissioner Cummings?
Yes.
Commissioner Kushner?
Yes. Okay, anything additional for we were gonna talk about setting aside some additional maintenance money for the buildings. Maybe we'll make that a topic for the next meeting, but I want you folks to think about that a little bit. You saw the video of the roof at the jail yesterday. It will scare you. So
We
I
sent that to the insurance company this morning, so.
We've got a number of deferred maintenance issues that we need to fund, and since we do have somewhat of a carryover, I think that we ought to talk about setting aside some money for building maintenance this year, since we're not putting any aside for the courthouse, et cetera, so.
Yeah, at some point, we probably develop a formula or
Yeah.
some kind of
You're
consistent.
right, you're
yeah.
absolutely right. Okay, comments from the folks here? Anybody have anything they'd like to talk about? Hearing none, we are adjourned.